Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for this is your bonus reading for February 2023. We're going to look at your past position here in this first row. You have this judication card. So some of you, I feel this could be like a karmic situation that you're dealing with, or you could be receiving karma. I mean, some of you could be dealing with a legal situation here as well. This is your past. So again, this is something that you have been dealing with, I feel. And it's kind of like you're removing yourself from the situation. So that's good. I also feel that there could be karma. Like you could be getting positive karma for something that you went through. See, you have the King of Swords. It's like true law and order. I'm wondering if you were just in a situation that just wasn't fair, right? And this could be in love, could be in any area of your life. And it looks to me like there is a return to fairness. Yeah, look, Six of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? In the Nine of Cups, feeling fulfilled. So it looks to me like you could. And are you kidding? That almost seems made up. You have the To Be Fair card. I kid you not, that was there. So there you go. Clearly, there is more fairness or joy coming into your life, or a much more fair situation. I also love that you have, I love readings where there's two sixes right next to each other. Two sixes to me is confirmation for your path. It just says you're like moving in the right direction, you're going the right way. So again, definitely some fairness coming in for you. I feel that if you've been through a legal situation, or it doesn't even have to be, I just feel there's a lack of fairness, exactly like I said a second ago, here, either with a person, or could it be like a business or a job that you had. And it seems to me like things are finally balancing out, or things are more going in your favor with this energy. So you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands says you've had to defend yourself. This is definitely a drawn-out situation, because right next to it you have the Nine of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of persistence, and Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance. So you've had to like really push through something, it looks like. Could have been a heartbreak as well, that you really had to really kind of face some things to overcome. You have the Three of Swords, which is like the card of forgiveness. So maybe it's taken a lot to forgive a situation, but it's almost like you're being rewarded for sticking through it. I really feel this whole entire reading is saying that you're here, Gemini, that you are being rewarded for sticking through something, or for, kind of, dealing with something that was maybe toxic or caused some pain. This person could have been a liar if it was a person, but I don't even think this just has to be a person for some of you. For some of you, I feel like you've been working on a business and you just have not given up, right? This card represents Capricorn. Capricorn is the sign of persistence, perseverance, of not giving up, of overcoming something, right? So I feel really good about this reading, if you can't tell. I feel this first row sucks. Whatever you went through sucks. But at the same time, it's like, okay, it's over. You've earned your reward. And you have the Eight of Swords, or you're about to earn your reward for whatever you've been through, I should say. Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restriction. It's a card of needing to set yourself free, or needing to release yourself from something that has been holding you back for a long time. So I do feel like you need to kind of like release yourself with this Eight of Swords, or you need to like set yourself free with this energy, is what I would say. So let's see where this is going. I feel like you need to stop punishing yourself for this as well. With the Seven of Wands, you have the King of Swords. You have the King of Swords twice in your reading. I feel like it's you. I feel like you're just coming up in the strongest position possible. You also have the Hierophant in the next position as well. The Hierophant can represent marriage, but it can also just be a card of having learned some lessons. And I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons. King of Swords is the card of knowledge and wisdom. So it's like clearly you are using this knowledge and wisdom to be successful. With the Devil, you have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a really good card of inspiration. I say it all the time. I think we all need to follow our inspirations at this time. I feel a lot of us are being guided by our inspirations, and that's exactly what I'd be following here. Ace of Wands is also a card of out with the old, in with the new, and there is just there is a lot of new energy, I would say. Pluto going into Aquarius this year, I talk about it all the time, because it's something that only happens once every 20 years, and excuse me, I feel for a lot of you, there's a very exciting new beginning coming in here with this Ace of Wands. With the Eight of Swords, yes, you have the Eight of Pentacles. It's required work. Again, I get this feeling that the universe has seen the work that you've done to overcome this devil energy, whether it's a person, a job that you don't like. It doesn't even have to be something toxic. Again, it could just be something that was a challenge that you overcame. And that's what I see here. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. And to me, it's just like another clue that you're about to be rewarded. Next, in your current situation, in your present, you have the courage card. So I feel like, again, the universe is rewarding you for your courage, for your bravery, for sticking through something. For some of you, I feel like the reason that you had to go through something is just because you could handle it, especially if it was a person. Sometimes I think we get a crappy relationship because the universe is like, well, someone needs to teach this person a lesson, and it might be you. So it kind of sucks, but I do think you learned from this situation at the very least, and I also feel like you're going to be rewarded for your courage, for what you went through. You have the Nine of Wands here. I feel with the Eight of Pentacles and this Nine of Wands, Gemini, that you need to start experimenting. And what I mean by that is, like, if you want love, I feel like it would be a good time to start getting out into public, start meeting new people. If you want more business, I would start, this is my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I would start putting energy out there. I would start doing things like new things in work or business, or, trying new things at the very least. I feel that could be very beneficial for you with the Nine of Wands. So this is definitely a card of like trying new things, basically. You have the Hierophant. Again, you've learned a lot. I would also, he is like the bridge between the heavens and the earth, right? And I feel like you're asking the universe for something because we have the Nine of Cups right here. The Nine of Cups is a wish or wish fulfillment, but really it's an energy of acting as if. It's an energy of bathing in the energy of something that you want. So I feel it would be an amazing time for you, Gemini, to start bathing in the energy and acting as if you already have something that you want. He's making a symbol here with his hand, and that symbol represents a blessing. So I feel like there are blessings coming in for you, but I feel like I'm not saying you could speed it up, because I feel like you've earned this, clearly, these blessings, but it's almost as if you could make these blessings enter into your life faster by acting as if you already have the blessings you desire. You have the King of Swords here again. King of Swords, I always say, has been through the most battles. He has the most knowledge and wisdom out of all of the kings. So it's like you might have gone through something challenging here. It could have been like a karmic thing as well, where maybe you were clearing up like karma, or dealing with something from a past life or whatever. But again, I feel like it's made you very, very strong, very courageous. Like it's been worth it, even if it sucked, right? So I know that's easier said than done, but I feel like it's been worth it. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Moon card here. The moon says maybe you're not sure what actions to take. I feel like this is true for everyone. We have Neptune and Pisces right now. And Neptune and Pisces, it's kind of hard to see what direction we need to go in. Neptune and Pisces, I believe personally, it kind of removes the markers. Like maybe normally you would start a project and you kind of have an idea of the direction you need to go in. With Neptune and Pisces, it's a little bit harder to tell like what direction we should go in. So I feel like there is a general lack of clarity, but that's where, experimentation comes in with the Nine of Wands. Again, it's my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. If we experiment, we become very successful. With the Hierophant, you have the Devil. So Devil twice in your reading. I would definitely be careful of a past person coming back. It is weird that I've done 8 of these readings so far, and like a lot of people have had something that basically says, be careful of someone from the past. We're past the retrogrades, but that could be exactly the problem. Maybe you're dealing with a person who knows astrology and they're like, well, I'm going to wait until after the retrograde. So I would be careful of that here, Gemini, for sure. Next, with the King of Swords, you have the Death card. Yes, big transformation coming in for you, but this is like something that's going to lead to more happiness, more joy, more abundance in your life. And I also feel that, the Death card, normally the Death Rider has the flower on his banner, and it kind of represents that pinprick of light, just like that one thing we need that chases away the darkness, that makes things much better in our life. I also feel like there's a lot of reasons to be excited about the future, literally going this way, and literally your solution is to start planting seeds. Six of Pentacles just says we have to just try to start moving in a direction. And once we start moving in a direction, we will find great success. So I feel like that's what you have to do here. Next, in the area of your future, you have this card that says there's a path you're meant to be on. Trust it. Yes, definitely Wheel of Fortune. You end with the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. I always say this. It's like your personal vision for your life, where you see your life going. You have the Silence card. It says move in silence while you continue to build. Silence is the best way to increase your personal power. Yes, be careful of who you share your ideas with. I'm pretty sure in one of your more recent readings, I was saying that you should be careful of who you share your ideas with, and I'm pretty sure it was you. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And so I would be careful of that. I do feel that in the future there could be people who try to like take credit for your work, but as they say, it's like what do they say? Now I'm at a loss for words. I'm going to come back to it, but again, mimicry is the highest form of flattery, or whatever they say. So you might have people trying to copy you or copy your work, but again, I feel like no one is you. So there you go. You have the Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, I feel like you have finally healed from this past situation. If you went through a past heartbreak, I also feel pretty good about this. Normally, I don't like the Three of Swords. It is a card of grief and sadness, but I don't read reversals. I read intuitively. And again, intuitively, I almost feel like this should be in reverse. I feel like you, kind of have healed. I feel like you've forgiven a situation, and you're taking control of your destiny. It's almost like you realize that you were giving this past devil too much power, and so now you're taking your power back, is how I see this reading going. You have the Six of Pentacles as well. Six of Pentacles is my card of planting seeds. It's a card of at least trying something, especially for those of you in work or business. It represents kind of like trying a new business idea or trying a new direction in your business. Could be very successful for you, and I would definitely recommend it with this energy. It can also be a card of kind of balance and equal give and take, and I feel like that's what you're finding in love, is if we go this way, you have the Page of Cups. You also have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups does not mean someone from the past to me. The Wheel of Fortune does, but I feel like you're not repeating that. I feel like this is a soulmate that could be coming in for you if you're looking for love. And I feel like this person is very fair. I literally said that at the beginning of the reading, which is crazy. You have the Nine of Cups. Again, probably your most important action that you could take at this time, according to this reading, would be bathing in an energy of what you want. I also feel like you're being much more specific about what you give energy to, who you give energy to. There's a way to read the Nine of Cups that he's like a barkeep, and that he is handing out these cups that are behind him. But he's got his arms folded on this cup. So I feel like you're not just giving to any old situation in your life here, Gemini. I feel like you're being very picky, very specific about where you put your energy. And again, what's interesting is that this guy is offering you a cup right here. So I kind of feel like there could be a person where it's like maybe you're in this energy of fulfillment finally, after not being in an energy of fulfillment. And I feel like there's a person coming in for you who wants to fulfill you more. It's like they're not here to take things. I think that's really what will stand out to you about this person, is I feel like they're more like of a giver. They're not a taker, right? With the Three of Swords, you have the Three of Cups. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the past person wants to reunite, so, block this person if you have to. I would definitely recommend it. Wheel of Fortune is a never-ending nightmare. Wheel of Fortune just spins, right? So it just says, do you really want to repeat something with a person? I would say no. I also feel there could be a lot of help from, people. There's a big difference between Three of Swords and Three of Cups. Three of Swords is heartbroken. Three of Cups is support. It's like people who want to support you. So I do feel a very general energy here, where you are just surrounding yourself with people who actually want to help you. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Five of Swords. Yes, I feel like you are walking away from breadcrumbing situations. So no more are you willing to tolerate it. I feel like you're only willing to tolerate Page of Cups, people who come in with something to offer, people who come in with something more than just a cup. There's a fish in his cup right here. So it's like he is bringing more than just a cup. He's bringing like his pet or he's bringing something a little bit extra. And I really feel like you could be attracting a person who they come with extra. They have it might not be a pet. I'm saying like extra energy, extra effort, extra whatever. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles. Love it. Yes, creating balance. I would also start doing more of the things that fulfill you. I know that sounds obvious, but all of us, we all are guilty of doing things that we hate, that we don't want to do, right? So I would say do less of the things that you don't want to do, more of the things that you do. I would start tilting the balance in favor of the things that you want. And again, I feel like that's what's going to change your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. You have this To Be Fair card. Again, I want to see what the next card is as well. Yeah, you have this Orphaned card as well. You could be seeing this person getting karma. It's kind of funny because I feel like the shoe's on the other foot. Like this past person, it's like they're feeling left out in the cold. They're feeling orphaned. But it's like, I feel like they enter into situations here's the problem is I feel like this past person enters into situations feeling like the person's going to leave them and then manifest it. It's like what's popping into my head is you dealt with a person where it's like their relationships become a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like they do this to themselves. And I feel like you're no longer tolerating it. It's like you can only help a person see their worth or their value so much. If they don't see it, they don't see it, right? And I kind of get that situation here. And I feel like they're toxic because they do toxic things, because they make stories up in their head and then go do something toxic. That's what I'm getting. For others, I feel like there's fairness. If you have been feeling left out in the cold, remember what I said. It's almost like the universe put you in this situation to teach this person a lesson, which sucks. You were left out in the cold, but it's like now you're getting your karma, which is going to be good karma. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Definitely something is changing in your destiny. I feel like you're taking more control of your destiny. We take control of the Wheel of Fortune with our vibrations. You can see there's a snake over here, and the snake kind of represents our vibes, our vibrations, the vibrations we give off, all that other good stuff. So I feel like you're vibing high. I feel like you're creating a lot of abundance in your life as well. I also feel like you're like moving closer to your destiny with this energy, or there's something about your destiny here. Is what I would say, Gemini. You're like kind of taking more control of your destiny. The other thing that's interesting, that's kind of weird, is like I feel like your destiny kind of is more, or maybe it's not your destiny, maybe it's your path, right? The path that you're on. It's like matching up more with the things that make you happy. And again, we were talking about this. I keep getting that, like I feel like you need to focus on more stuff that brings in more fulfillment. The way to think of the Wheel of Fortune is if we do more things that make us feel more fulfilled, we feel more fulfilled. You're creating this cycle, right? And so if you can create more cycles of fulfillment, then you're going to attract more fulfillment. And if you attract more fulfillment, you attract more fulfillment. You're creating like a positive feedback loop, right? And that's exactly what this is saying to me. It kind of reminds me, I think it's in The Secret movie or one of those. I can't remember what it is, but they bring up the point that there are stories of like many millionaires where they lose all their money and they make it back really quickly. Why? Because they've already been in the energy of being a millionaire. They just are that thing. And what I feel is going on here for you, Gemini, is that you are something, and because of that, you are attracting the energy. I hope that makes sense, but that's what I'm getting here, and it feels really good. I mean, Six of Cups is a card of happiness, joy, good times, good things coming in for you, and that's what I feel like is coming in here. You also have the Page of Cups. I do feel that there could be new love, an admirer coming in for you. I feel like this person's very courageous. I literally feel this could be like a person who approaches you, like in public, like a very bold, courageous person. There's something bold, courageous about them. I don't know. I feel like they could be very childlike, not in a bad way, just like fun, they could have a baby face or something like that as well. It's definitely popping into my head with that Page of Cups. I don't think it has to be a water sign. It could be any sign. It could be another air sign I'm getting. It could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo with the Wheel of Fortune. So, it could be any sign. It's general reading, but that's what stands out to me here. So let's see. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Strength card. Yes, you are being rewarded for your patience, you're being rewarded for the darkness that you went through. Plain and simple. With the Six of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords, a victory, a win, a big win, finally winning in your life here, Gemini. And with the Page of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is what you've been waiting for. This is like a big offer, a solid offer that you've been waiting for, a big opportunity, something that has a future potential. And again, I feel like this person is very honest. I feel like they're very straightforward, and it's like they have expectations, but their expectations are real. I almost feel like you were dealing with a past person who has expectations, but doesn't even. But they have expectations, but you're not allowed to have expectations. With this last person. So there you go. We're gonna pull 5 main themes now. You have this Rose card. It says romance is in the air. Clearly, there is clearly love coming in for you. I feel like there's love coming in this year. Next, you have this frying pan. It says trouble, accusations. I'm telling you right now, I kind of touched on this in your reading, that there could be a person coming back from the past. Again, I feel like this person projects. Remember, we were talking about this with the orphan card. I think they create these stories in their head, and they blame you for things. I feel like they blame you for things that they did, is kind of what I'm getting here. I would block this person. It seems to me, just intuitively, I feel if this story is for you, that you're dealing with a crazy person, and I feel like they just project things. I also feel like they cheat, or if they cheated, they cheat. So they think you cheat, even if you don't. It's like they just project their own BS onto this person is in a toxic cycle, is what I see. You have the Star card. It says guaranteed success. Of course, you are being rewarded. It's like this is written in the stars, you know? I feel like there is guaranteed success for you because of the work that you have been doing. You have this feather card. It says someone you know is undependable and insincere, this past person. I feel like this person's a hot mess, plain and simple. Again, I feel like this person is on the wheel of karma, but they're just spinning on the outside. You know, the whole point of the Wheel of Fortune is that we want to be in the middle of the card. That's where we can take control. We see things that come our way. We see, you know, we pay attention to past situations so we avoid future mistakes and, you know, all that other stuff when we're at the center of the wheel. This person's on the outside of the wheel. They're just like spinning all over the place, right? So I feel like this person's a hot mess. I would be careful. And finally, you have this butterfly. It says a change for the better. Your life is getting better. Do not allow this person to mess up your day. Do not allow this person to take control of your positive transformation here, Gemini.